What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you very much for coming back to another video, because today we're going to be looking at a little pre-celebration song that I know, but I never looked at the video before and I'm really curious to see it. So we're continuing this series for a little bit while just to get some songs off my head that I know, but I just never saw the MVs. And also guys, thank you very much for the support. But currently I am literally 10 subscribers away from 1,000. This has been a lifetime dream of mine just to reach 1,000 and maybe beyond. But let's keep going and let's pre-celebrate with a song that I really like. Before we get into the song of ATEEZ, let me just say, if you have any videos you want me to see in the near future or listen to and review, then put them in the comments below. I would love to give my personal opinion. But let's not waste any more time and let's jump right into ATEEZ with Wonderland. Way, 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 oh. I also thought I'm going to dress a little bit fancy today because I have a feeling it's going to be a beautiful day. It's a blue sky outside and I think the gods are speaking to me to say, Lucian, this is your day. You can do it. That was a really nice mask. Like it's not difficult to do, but it's a very nice entrance scene where you see like a flag, some sort of celebration. I don't know what the flag stands for yet, but it's a very nice transition into a song. Very different from just a opening that is slowly fading into the video. This is much more creative. Beautiful color palettes. It's dark. The character himself is dark, but with all the nice backgrounds, it's very dynamic, very beautiful to look at. And it's very interesting to look at as well. What was the box? It's a compass. I think it's a compass. I think it doesn't really add too much to the story. But look at the colors, what they added to the floor. I think it's great that they added the red. It's a complete contrast from the black. And again, when you do with color palettes or work with color palettes, this is the way you should do it. You should play with colors to make scenes look interesting, vibrant, and beautiful in an overall picture. Really nice. Beautiful. Like, I really love the scene here. This is just great. And I love how they added this plexiglass, the black plexiglass at the bottom. It adds a reflection to the choreography, and it's just nice because you're not just looking at their dances, but you can also see the reflections. It's just playing with another dimension of not just the team itself or the ATEEZ group here, but it's also playing with the entire layers of what you see in the video. It's cool. It adds another point to the video. Beautiful scenes. Also, what I like about all the shots, they all have these dynamical shots so far, and they play with really contrasting colors. The purple, here for example, the greens, the oranges, while the background is just pure black. It just looks very interesting, and your eyes are focused on a certain subject. Not the grass really, but you're wondering what is in between all this green. In this case, all the flowers. And it's this member of ATEEZ. Really, really cool. Like, look at it. They're going so far beyond it that you don't only see the reflections, but there was also a moment. Do you see the reflections, or sorry, their shadows on the right side? Super cool. I mean, you don't only look behind, you look at different angles and you can still see them dancing. It is really just making the group look so much bigger than what it actually is. This is most likely CGI. I cannot imagine this being real. But it's simple and it's not distracting. And what I like about it as well is that the colors that you see in the CGI world here, they fit this close. It's not overly crazy and it doesn't look all too fake. Keeping CGI simple is sometimes the best thing you can do because it takes away the reality a bit. While here, you can kind of see it's CGI. It doesn't look as real as a real staircase, but it still looks very clean. Wait, what? I don't know if you guys noticed it, but I thought that these black bars are basically these cinema bars where you have a black bar at the top and the bottom. But if you look at the next scene, look what they did with these robots. Do you see how they're layered on top of the scene? I'm wondering if they are real or if they masked or if they're CGI or just 3D models. I wouldn't be surprised if they are 3D models, but they could really be real in this video. Because these things are really expensive, by the way. They cost around $500,000 to $600,000 a piece, and I cannot imagine that they use these just to carry a flag. But it's just playing again with the dimension of the video. I thought the black bars are not going to be anything in the video, but they were a little bit creative and added these as a front layer. It's adding a few layers to the video itself. Very creative. Beautiful how harmonized this video is. I don't know about you guys if you can hear it and what they did with the video, but if you look at the dance itself, they do their dance, which is really upbeat, of course. And if you look at this scene, it's harmonized with the beat, it's harmonized with the bass. Let's go back there again. Let's see if you can notice it yourself. Let me see if I can point out that one part where the bass just goes boom, and it just continues, and it's a very slow scene, a very slow paced scene compared to the rest. Do you see that? That is super cool. Super creative, because normally what people would do is they would try to keep this upbeat and go hyperactive, but this is a very nice scene where you're able to calm down a little bit and emphasize on the members itself again without too much hectic, and this is just good to look at. And also, can I just say something? Again, look at the color palettes. We're talking again about the red, but while everything is black, the red really stands out on both members, but it looks fantastic, it looks powerful, and it looks great. And there is another member with the blue in the bottom, but you don't see him too much. A little bit of a shame, but if you look close enough, you can see that he is there. Wait, these things are literally real. How many do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they literally have around $3 million, $2.5 million of robots carrying flags. That really shows what kind of budgets these guys are playing with. I do want to say one thing though, it kind of feels as if they are not really in this scene, because I cannot see their feet. But am I wrong? Let me just double. Maybe I'm correcting myself here. No, they are literally there, but it just looks amazing. I just want to say that it really looks super cool, and you can see again they masked out the flag over the black bar. It's a little bit three-dimensional, and I like that. Super nice colors. The contrasts are very high in this video, but they look really beautiful. They look very sharp and they look very engaging. Very upbeat, keeps on pushing. I love all of these contrasting colors. They are really beautiful to look at. Another thing what I noticed here is, for example, you see this scene? What I really like about this particular shot is that normally I would have thought, okay, why are they not focusing on the circle being more centered, aka just put the camera a little bit lower so that the circle is in the middle. That is because the focus is not on the circle but on the character, and I think they did a fantastic job with this particular shot. And again, I would have maybe just said, okay, let's put the circle in the middle, let's keep everything symmetrical, but no, they did a good job on the extra step and to say, no, we need to focus on him rather than the circle, because the focus is on the member and not on anyone else. Again, the red is just fantastic. I love this dark, deep, rich red. It's beautiful to look at. And we see it over and over again. Is there a reason why ATEEZ uses red in this video? Does anyone know? Leave it in the comments below. I really want to know that. Let's do a little bit of a face analysis here. Yeah, okay, so you can see again, they kind of put too much effects on the face. I'm not a fan of this because it just destroys the details in the face. I am going to take a point away for this video based on that, because I think it's just too much. I think the faces are normally already good enough with some makeup on it, but when they put another layer on top of it, it just looks a bit, yeah, too much. A little bit too flat. It just has no texture at all. For example, not here, but here you can see the face does not have this filter on it, but it just looks a little bit more natural. It's a little bit shiny, but that's how the normal face looks like. And it just looks, in my opinion, a little bit better. A little bit of a fun fact. I remember Samsung, when they introduced the Samsung S7, they introduced a face cam where they soften the face automatically. And I know Samsung is a Korean company, but it seems like this is really something they like in the country, which is fair enough. I just don't think it's really that professional in a video because it just looks very artificial. For fun, of course, for Facebook or for Instagram, okay, maybe, but guys, keep it away from these professional videos. I love the idea of them with the flag over and over again. Can someone actually explain to me what the reference is to the flag? That will be interesting to know. Put it in the comments below as well. And I also love all these scenes with all the extras, with all the members. It's just combining the entire group beautifully together, because I always say there are too many shots in some of the videos, not from ATEEZ, but other K-pop videos, where you just see singular members really being focused on. I think it's a little bit, in my opinion, rude, especially when you're a group. A group should be all about teamwork and not just about singularity. Beautiful. Nice how the camera angles move with the group. Look at this. That's what you call a shot. Again, it doesn't really show that the front members have to be lit up properly, but the entire picture has to match. And I don't know how they did this by making the background so bright while keeping the members so dark, but it just looks aesthetically pleasing. They did a fantastic job here with really filming this, with the lighting and the editing. Also, good job on the lip sync. I noticed this over more of the video, but they're really as if they're singing it. Again, it's a very important part that they do this correctly, because it just comes over a little bit weak if they don't do this correctly. And here, they did a fantastic job on it. You can kind of see, and I'm not going to take points away from it, because what they're doing is actually the smart thing. They're just repeating some of the shots over and over again, which is totally fine. But why not? You make these shots, they look dynamic, it shows singular members. Why not? It's a little bit of fan service. It's cool. It's really just being budget friendly and also just trying to make the most of what you have, rather than thinking how we're going to fill up this space in the video. But I would say maybe it would have been cool if they had a choreography going on the side, but they also did a fine job here. It doesn't look bad, it doesn't look stupid. They did a creative job here on that as well. Let's analyze that CGI very quickly. It looks quite good. Like I say, if you add people to a CGI world, make sure that the lighting, the color tones all fit as if they are really there. And this looks good. Like, of course, you know this is not real and they're just standing in front of a massive green screen or a blue screen, but it looks really well. The background is bluish toned, they are blue toned. It just looks fantastic, and that's the small details that matter. It looks as if they're really there. Fantastic camera work here. Beautiful cutting. You know, it's all on beat again. Short but different segments of different parts of the videos. Really cool. Like, just think about it. Like, I don't think they would have had to add these motorcycles in the video, but they just did it as a small extra, and it's totally fine. It looks okay, it's not distracting, it's very quick in the shot and very quick out of the shot. It looks cool, it adds a bit more to the video. A real party, a real energetic environment I'm getting. Great. So guys, that was ATEEZ with Wonderland, and oh my god, what a party. For a video that I watched for the first time, they really nailed it. Let's just start with the worst already. The worst thing that they did in this video was, again, they add this softening effect on their faces. I think this just kills the personality of each member, because I think most of these guys look good enough by themselves. You know, they don't need this extra layer of artificialness on their face. Makeup will do the job. And I think when you film something with 4K cameras or higher, you're gonna lose that detail and it just looks very artificial. So don't do that anymore. On the good side, it was a celebration to watch it. I think the music is very upbeat, the dancing is upbeat, the cutting and the editing is beyond what I expected. I thought this was going to be a lot of quick edits, but what they did with really focusing on different elements of the song itself, for example, on that slow moments, they really focus on the bass. The bass is a continuous sound, and they made that continuous sound one scene. And I think they did a fantastic job. I've never, or I would never have considered focusing purely on that bass to make a cut. And they did a fantastic job on that. Now guys, if I have to give this video a score, I'm going to give this video a clear 9 out of 10. Why? Because I think they did a fantastic job with everything. Literally, from the lip sync to the editing to being creative, these 3D dimensional shots with the robot arms being in the front layer, super creative, and then they destroy it with these silly effects on their faces. Stop doing it. It looks okay, but it just looks a little bit too artificial, especially when you have a good monitor. It doesn't look good. Guys, don't do it. So yeah, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. I hope it was going to be a small little pre-celebration to the 1,000 subscribers, but it was a really fun video to review. I really like ATEEZ. I think, if anything, they are one of my favorite groups just because they really show the group work the best so far. And when it comes to the editing, it's all about all of the members rather than just one of them. Of course, at the beginning it was focused a little bit on one of the members, which is fine, but he was the one singing. There was no dance to it and he was the focus. It's totally fine. It's acceptable. But tell me what you think about the video yourself. Do you like ATEEZ with Wonderland? Did I miss something in the video that you want to point out to me? Did you learn anything from the video? Leave it in the comments below. And like always, if you have any videos you want me to review in the near future, then put them in the comments below as well. Thank you very much, guys, for your support. Thank you very much for liking the video and making sure you're subscribed to the video, and I'll catch you on the next video.